Hello, everyone. It's Fandom Fights. Welcome to another match. My name is Tim. I'm here for a debut match. I'm very excited. And on the desk with me, Cameron Holtzman. Cameron, is this your first time hosting a Fandom match?
No, I believe this is my third. The other two being that one match that we don't like to speak of.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And the debut of Mr. Eli Boatman. So,
that's right.
I have hosted two infamous matches in the history of Fandom. Let's hope this one is more famous than infamous.
That's fair. Yes, today we have two debut players in the realm of singles. One debut just to the world of Fandom in general, and one debut just to singles, but has played in Fandom before. That being Mark Menchaca. He played with Cody Newberry last season in License to Chill, made a little bit of a run there, did very well. And then on the other side of things, we have Brittani Tapley, a newcomer. We don't know anything about Brittani other than that she seems wonderful, and she's excited to play, I think. This could all just be a gimmick. I don't know. But both seem ready to go. What do you think, Cam?
Yeah, Mark played with Cody in teams last year, and they did very well. I think surprising a lot of people with how far they were able to take it. And yeah, Brittani is a complete unknown. Could be great. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
We will have to do that. So let's get into it right now and hear what they have to say in the promos.
Hi, my name's Brittani. So this is my first match, and yeah, I'm really excited to see how I do. I actually started out, I had a concussion, and I used studying for the Schmodown basically to get my memory back and stuff. So I think I have pretty good knowledge, but we'll see. I'm just really excited to see how it goes.
What's up, Mark? Well, we're back in Fandom. First time by yourself, and I think anything proves even our dynamic as a team. You were one of the stronger players carrying me through those matches, so it's nice to see you in your singles debut. Caleb Coho says to win Heel of the Year, you have to yell at all these rookies and tell them that they're terrible and trash. But that's not what I believe. I think Brittani will do fine today. I just think you'll be better overall. How are you feeling?
I am feeling all right. I mean, there's that little bit of nervous because we don't know anything about Brittani. I don't know anything. So, I mean, I tailor my strategy to that. We'll see what happens. I just kind of want to mix it up a little bit, and let's just hope I don't screw up too bad.
Let's play.
All right, Cam. Well, we definitely heard both of those promos, and I've got to say, Brittani seems nice. Cody seems mean, and Mark's mustache is lovely as ever. What do you think?
I couldn't have said it better myself. Those were some fire promos, I assume. Bringing back that classic line.
All right, well, let's get into the match, starting off with round number 1. Here's how it's going to work. Each player is going to get 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is going to be worth 1 point a piece. If they get all 10 questions correct, they will be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats and a challenge rule for the entirety of the match. Gentleman and lady, any questions as we get into round numero 1? No. Okay, Cam, go ahead and give us that first question.
All right, your first question today comes in the category of YA dystopia. Which faction does Triss elect to join at the choosing ceremony in Divergent?
Just talking about this before. These movies are interesting.
This is by default the best Divergent film.
I would agree with you.
I would maybe say not bad. It's the least worst Divergent film.
That's fair. 5, 4,
and somehow it's
3,
still
2,
maybe top 5 YA dystopia movies.
Pens down. We will start with Brittani.
I don't have it.
Mark.
I think you mean by default top 5 YA dystopia movie. Dauntless.
Dauntless is correct. So Mark takes a 1 point lead there as we get into the second question, which is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the question is, Who plays Colonel Phillips in Captain America: The First Avenger? This awesome. It's awesome. I said it's awesome. This movie is awesome.
Are you sure it's awesome, Tim?
I think it's awesome. I was just a little nervous because I cut out again. I always cut out. I can never just like
Colonel Phillips related to Captain Phillips.
That's a great question.
Are they the same person? Just way in the past, future.
One heads down. Mark, we'll start with you.
Tommy Lee Jones.
And Brittany.
Tommy Lee Jones.
That is correct.
All right. Question number 3 comes to the category of Disney animation. What type of animals does the fairy godmother turn into horses in Cinderella? I think the Disney version is not the best version of Cinderella.
Oh, interesting.
The Rodgers and Hammerstein version is really
That's
fun.
fair. That's fair. I've never seen it, but I hear like amazing things.
I really like the stage musical. They just put the movie of it on Disney Plus, and I'm very hesitant to watch it.
2, 1. Pens out. Is it a movie or is it a stage like recording?
I think it's a movie.
I have no idea. Okay, Brittany, we'll start with you.
I just guessed mice.
And Mark.
I also said mice.
And you both would be correct. All right. Next question is in Star Wars. Who brings in Chewbacca to Jabba the Hutt in Return of the Jedi? I'm wearing a Star Wars on my shirt.
Yes, good old Baby Yoda, who does not have any other canonical name that would make people upset in any way.
You don't like Grogu?
No, I'm fine with it. I have friends who legitimately, when they said that his name is Grogu, got angry about it.
Jeez, 5.
I don't know why.
He's so cute though. 2, 1. Pens down. I think we're to Mark.
Leia.
And Brittany.
I also put Leia.
And you would both be correct. Both seeming unsure, but answering correctly.
I was incredibly sure. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's see how sure you are in the next category of Fandom Oscars, the category no one likes except for the Crown Boy. Your question. Toy Story, The Incredibles, and Up were all nominated for what Oscar?
I like the Oscars. I don't like the Fandom Oscars.
Oh, I enjoy watching the ceremony. I enjoy keeping up with it. But the moment you ask me to remember anything about anything, nah.
Yeah, I'm
bad at remembering
Cam,
data.
why don't we should talk more because we are on the same page on a lot of these things. 5.
You looking for a new Fandom teammate?
3.
Okay, repeat.
All right, that's going to be a repeat from Brittany, the first.
Absolutely. Your question in Fandom Oscars. Toy Story, The Incredibles, and Up were all nominated for what Oscar?
Do you know anyone named Oscar?
Does the character from Shark Tale count?
Oh, I thought you were going to go Sesame Street. No, it does not, unfortunately. That movie is ass.
Then that would be a no.
5.
It
4.
truly would be.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Brittany.
I put best original score.
And Mark.
Original screenplay.
Original screenplay is the correct answer. So Mark gets that point. It's now 5-3 as we get into the next question, which is in DreamWorks animation. As a baby, what type of location does Megamind's pod land in Megamind?
Yet another movie that Caleb Coho loves.
Do you not like this one?
No, I like it. It's in my top 10 DreamWorks for sure. It's not top 5 because there's a certain DreamWorks trilogy that exists that owns real estate in my soul.
Those are the top 3.
I think two of them are the top two. I'd put Prince of Egypt over the third one.
Oh, pens down. Okay, that's fair. Let's go to Mark
Might be off on this one. Prison.
and Brittany.
I just guessed a museum.
A prison is correct.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it is 6. It's still perfect as we get into the next question, which is in Worlds of DC. Go ahead, Cam.
Yes, your question. Steppenwolf wields what kind of weapon in Justice League? As of the date we filmed this, it's like just a few more days until hell freezes over.
Yeah, I'm actually looking right now to see when this goes up. This goes up, actually, funny enough, this goes up like a few days after that.
Oh man, then didn't you just love seeing Joker v. Jesus? I still think we were robbed of Maggie reacting to that on Multiplex Loves Movies.
Down. We'll get it. We'll do a full review. Okay, let's go to Mark
Sword.
and Brittany.
I put sword too.
Sword is incorrect. We were looking for axe.
Okay.
It's an axe. All right. Next question is in Fandom quotes. In which Wizarding World film will you hear Hermione say the quote, "You foul, loathsome, evil little cockroach"?
This is just a great quote. It's a great scene.
Yeah. No, I don't want to say too much more, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very enjoyable to watch for many a reason.
Yeah.
And I can't say what any of those reasons are.
It's true.
For legal purposes.
That's accurate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Mark
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
and Brittany.
I just put Prisoner of Azkaban.
That's fine. We can just accept the subtitle there. So with that, it is 7-4 in favor of Mark as we get into the next one.
Which comes in the category of my favorite. It's not really my favorite. Star Trek.
I was gonna say.
In Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home, what U.S. city does the crew go to get whales from?
Remember that time they made a Star Trek movie about whales?
I did. I don't even know if I would consider this the best fandom movie that involves whales in space.
I know the other one you're referring to, and it's tough because I actually don't hate the other one, but I think this one's better.
I also don't. It's close. I haven't seen. Well, I mean, we can say Fantasia 2000. We can say
think so.
Fantasia 2000.
Hands down. I don't think it's coming up. Let's go to Brittany
San Francisco.
and Mark.
San Francisco.
San Francisco is correct. Or in the words of Lilo, wow, San Francisco. All right, the final question is in Mission Impossible. Who plays Agent Walker, aka John Lark, in Mission Impossible Fallout? This movie slap a debase.
I think this is the best Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I used to flip between this and 5, but I think this one's the best.
Around the time this came out, I hadn't seen any of them, and then I heard this movie was really good, and I saw the trailers, and I was like, this is really cool. And so I watched all 5 of them just so I could go see this one.
Hell yeah. 4, 3,
and then
2, 1.
It was worth it except
Hands
for
down.
2.
That's fair. We will go to Mark.
It's old Henry Loading Arms Cavill.
And Brittany.
Henry Cavill.
Both are correct. So at the end of round number 1, Mark only missing 1 question. He has 9 to Brittany's 6. It is a 3-point game as we get into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. we are going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the lovely wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. You will get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece unless you check to multiple choice. Then it will be worth 1. Normally, I like to scream at people here, but you guys, this is a debut match, so I'm going to be nice to you. Stealing is available in this round, so just keep a lookout for that. So we'll bring in Mark's manager, Mr. Newberry, who we've already seen in that lovely promo he did earlier, and the wheel. So the wheel, the categories on it today are MCU, horror icons, Wizarding World, DC, Fandom Oscar, scores and soundtracks, Disney animation, and of course, spinners and opponent's choice. So, Mark, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Brittany?
You missed the question. What are you, a bum? No, I'm just kidding. I think we go second.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, we're nice to debuting people. We have nothing mean to say to anybody. So, yeah, Brittany can go.
All right. So, this is going to be the spin for Brittany. The spin is in, as they say.
Sorry, my mother was calling.
Oh, that's fair. It lands on DC. Brittany, would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep it.
Keeping DC. All right. So we will give you your questions in the category of DC as soon as I get those to Mr. Holtzman. Mr. Holtzman.
Yes.
Can you see those questions?
I see them. Yeah.
All right. There you go. You go ahead and give Brittany her questions.
All right.
Excuse me.
Mark just like knocked over a tower.
So, Brittany, your first question in the category of DC. Who plays Lois Lane in Superman?
Margot Kidder.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In Green Lantern, how does Hal defeat Parallax?
I'll take multiple choice on that.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, destroys him with will, B, throws him into the sun, C, drowns him, or D, pushes his ring really hard at him.
B as in boy.
That is correct.
I did not write
very
that.
hard. I was like, A, yeah, B, yeah, C, sure, D, what the hell?
Yeah, I did not write that.
Question number 3. In The Dark Knight Rises, how are people killed when sentenced to exile by Scarecrow?
They fall through the ice and like drown.
That
Or
is
freeze to death.
Yeah. We can accept that.
As long as you had something along the lines of falling through ice.
Yeah.
Your fourth question. What U.S. president offered Jonah a job at the end of Jonah Hex?
Ulysses S. Grant.
I assume that is the man's first name.
That
The
is
document
correct.
just says Grant.
Oh,
That is
okay.
correct. That is correct.
And your final question in DC. What is Michael Sullivan Jr.'s job at the beginning of Road to Perdition?
Ooh. I'll take multiple choice for that.
All right, your options are A, cashier, B, milkman, C, shoeshine, or D, paperboy.
I'll take a repeat of the answers one more time.
Absolutely. Your options once again are A, cashier, B, milkman, C, shoeshine, or D, paperboy.
With D.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
All right. So at the end of round 2 for Brittany, she gets her total up to 14, getting all of her questions correct. So we will bring back in Mr. Newberry and the wheel for Mark.
She did really good in that trash can of a category.
It's true. All right. So, Mark, you land on Spinner's Choice.
Hey, what's on that wheel? I have no clue again.
The options that you can choose from are MCU, Horror Icons, Wizarding World, Fandom Oscars, Disney Live Action, Scores and Soundtracks, and Disney Animation.
What do you want? Just don't disappoint me.
Probably, in all honesty, probably Phantom Oscars.
That sounds so disgusting.
Okay. Yeah, that or MCU probably. Yeah, whichever one.
I will let you decide, and then you get to deal with my anger later if you're wrong. Because I haven't seen you prove it in Fandom Oscars, so if you want to take the shot and do it right now, go for it. If you want to take MCU and just work through the points, go for it. But I think I haven't seen you in Fandom Oscars, so I can't really. You've only told me what you can do, not what I've seen. So go ahead.
Fair enough. Let's take Fandom Oscars then.
Okay.
All right.
Time to shut my mouth from now.
Fandom Oscars it is, as I pull up the questions and put them over here so Cameron can also see them. Okay, Mark, are you ready for your first question in Fandom Oscars?
Yep.
Your first question. What Oscar was The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies nominated for?
Sound editing.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. What was the last DC film to be nominated for cinematography?
Joker.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What MCU film has been nominated for the most Oscars?
Black Panther.
That is correct for 2 points. And the lead. Your fourth question. How many Oscars was Trolls nominated for?
Just the one.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. What was the last Star Trek film to be nominated for 0 Oscars?
Star Trek V, The Final Frontier.
That is incorrect. Brittany, chance for a 2-point steal.
I'm going to say Star Trek Nemesis.
That is correct for 2 points. A big 2-point steal there for Brittany.
I believe we're tied.
I have 17-16.
Then maybe I'm wrong.
Because he had 9, he went 8.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
Yep.
I'm just stupid.
So yeah, that was a that was a big 2-point steal from Brittany. That brings her total up, yes, to 16. Mark going 8 for 10 gets his total up to 17. So it is a 1-point game going into round number 3. Here's how it's going to work. It's the betting round. So we are going to say a category. The players are then going to have to decide whether they want to bet 0, 1, or 2 points. If they get the question right, they gain those points. If they get the question wrong, they lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Brittany, you have 2 repeats remaining, and Mark, you have all 3. Any questions?
Nope.
All right, so the first category that you guys will be able to bet points on is going to be DreamWorks animation.
So I'll shut my mouth now. So I was fine. 1 steal. I'm not going to rake you over the coals. DreamWorks is weird. We have a safety net. So I don't think you have to send, but I'll trust your ability. Again, this is debut, so just think about that.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right. Let's get bets starting with Brittany.
I'm not risking anything on this.
All right, and Mark?
Yeah, I think I should too.
All right. Mark going 2, Brittany going 0. Here's the question. Matt Damon voices a horse in what DreamWorks animated film? DreamWorks is a weird category. We were talking about it earlier in round one.
Because they have so many great movies. And then
just like
so much garbage.
It's
and
so
very
true.
little in between, honestly.
There really is. There's some like the I can't say any of the names of the movies to give something away, but yeah, you're totally right. 5, 4.
Like there's that one where Matt Damon voices a
2,
horse.
Repeat the question. Repeat the question.
That's gonna be a repeat from Mark. Matt Damon voices a horse in what DreamWorks animated film? Mark using his first of 3 repeats. Yeah, but you know who has a lot of great movies and not a lot of garbage? Pixar.
I was almost waiting for you to just throw a Martin Scorsese name drop in there. He's not even Fandom. You know who has great movies?
Scorsese. Great movies from that Scorsese guy. 5. He should 4. Do more. 3, 2.
He should direct a
Pens
Fandom.
down.
He'd love it.
He would love it. Okay, we're gonna start with Brittany, who got 0.
I don't have it.
All right, and Mark.
Stallion Spirit of the Cimarron. Yep, I did it. I realized it.
We cannot
Saw your
expect
face.
that. It is
Yeah.
Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron.
That's what I thought, and I didn't know how the wording went, so I didn't bother.
So with that, Mark loses 2 points.
I officially hate myself.
Brittany bet 0. So Brittany is now up 1 point, 16 to 15, going into the next category, which is a what, Cameron?
It is Disney animation.
Well, that was a little different than full sending it, than just not having to risk it. So that's fine. A lot of questions left. Disney's huge. It's still debut, so you still have my trust. We're only down 1 point now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can make up these points if you want to shoot in Disney. If you're not, you have 3 other categories that we will need to bet.
Okay.
Are we good, Cody?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, my heart about stopped, but we're good.
Okay. Let's get bets starting with Mark.
1.
Okay, and Brittany.
I changed it back to 0.
Okay, so Brittany going 0 again, Mark going 1. What's the question, Cameron?
Your question in Disney animation. Jafar's third wish in Aladdin is to become a what? This sure is one of the best movies of 2019.
Oh. Stop it. I don't hate that movie.
I don't either. I think if we're looking at the Disney live action remakes, it's up there, honestly.
I don't like what they do with some of the music, but 5.
I agree, but
4,
it's
3.
There's a lot you could do a lot worse.
Hands down, that's true. Lion King. Brittany, we'll go to you.
I just guessed to be king.
And Mark.
King.
That is incorrect. The answer is a genie.
Oh, that
God,
makes
Cody's
sense.
gonna fucking murder me.
Genie.
He's gonna goddamn murder me.
So it is now 16 to 14, a 2-point game, going into the next category, which is the category of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay, do please. And by the way, 2019's the music's the problem. How about Jafar? Just a question for that.
Bring me the lamp.
Bring me the lamp.
Bring me the lamp. Bring me the lamp. Bye.
Oh God.
All right, let's get bets, starting with Brittany
I bet 2.
and Mark.
Yep. But we'll see how it goes. You never know.
All right, guys, your question. How does Thor kill Thanos at the beginning of Avengers Endgame? Spoilers, sorry.
I was gonna say I looked at the question and it literally says afterwards in brackets, "Whoa, spoiler."
Yeah. Nick wrote this question and then I went in to look at it and I was like, "Oh, jeez!" Just coming out of the gate with it.
Because if someone's gonna play in Fandom, they definitely haven't seen Avengers Endgame by
4,
this point.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Mark
Cuts off his head.
and Brittany.
Oh yeah, decapitates them.
but we can accept both those answers. So it is still a 2-point game, 18-16, as we get into the fourth category, which is the category of scores and soundtracks.
You went for the head. Would you have accepted that title? Because that's what I would have put.
That would have been tough. You would have put me in a really hard position if you had done that. Are we good?
Are you worried, Mark? Are you
not
okay?
now anyway. Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Let's okay, bye.
All right, let's get bets starting with Brittany.
I'm just gonna put pressure on him and put 0.
Mark.
2.
What is the question, Mr. Holtzman?
The question: who composed the score for Mission Impossible?
Mission: Impossible.
Now I'm just thinking, like, could you imagine if there was actually a fandom competitor who should be like, I'm here to play fandom, has never seen an MCU movie?
You mean
Never
like? Never mind. I was gonna make fun of Coho again. It's not worth it.
But like, I think there's a difference between like not having seen like a couple movies in one category versus the whole MCU just having.
That's fair. That's fair.
What is an Avenger?
What is a Marvel? 5.
Who is Iron Man?
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brittany, you bet 0. We'll start with you.
Yeah, I guess Hans Zimmer.
And Mark.
It's having PTSD from that reverse free-for-all. Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman is correct. Hans Zimmer, I believe, did the score for the second Mission Impossible.
Okay.
We are now tied 18-18, going into the final category, which is the category of everyone's favorite horror icons.
It's certainly mine.
Well, that sounds tricky. It's debut level. I know you've seen some of them.
I have.
I'm gonna let you make. So here's the thing: if she bets 0, and we bet anything we miss, we lose. Fuck, I don't know what to do. I hate this. Why this? Why this is a douche. Randomizer's an asshole. I'd say bet something, but I don't know. Like, I'm okay with if you want to just send it, or if you. I'm actually useless right now in this situation. Damn spirit.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna trust your judgment on this. I would say bet something. That's all I'm gonna say. Bet something, and you burn your repeats as much as you can.
Okay.
Or bet 0. Crazy. Be a mystery. Ooh, bye.
Okay. Are we good? Do you guys have your bets written?
I do.
All right. Let's get a bet starting with Brittany.
2.
All right. And Mark.
I bet 0. So we're gonna.
All right. So here's the situation. If Brittany hits this, she wins. If she misses, Mark will win. The question in Horror Icons is, which film in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise sees Freddy trying to come back to life by possessing the body of a high school student named Jesse?
This is very tense.
When these matches get to this level, it's always fun, but it's always stressful. But hey, no sudden death. We have yet to go to sudden death
with a knife on the end of a glove.
That's true. We have yet to go to sudden death this season in Fandom. 5, 4.
I'm going to take a repeat.
It's Brittany's second repeat. Which film in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise sees Freddy trying to come back to life by possessing the body of a high school student named Jesse?
Good old Nightmare on Elm Street. I sure have seen those films.
I like these films.
I've been told I would really like New Nightmare. It's just that I have to go through everything to get there.
That's true and not true at the same time. 5.
I've also been told like
3,
there's really only
2,
one.
1. Pens down. Mark, you bet 0, so we'll start with you.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge.
Brittany.
I don't think I got it. I put Freddy's Dead, Final Nightmare.
And your winner, Mark Menchaca. The answer was Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. So Cam went down to the final question there. That was intense. What did you think?
Yeah, I think that entire third round, Cody was screaming both internally and externally backstage, probably. Mark clearly knew exactly what movie was being talked about on the DreamWorks question and just had the little mix up, which, to be fair, is a very forgettable movie. But no, I think it was a great showing from both of them. Came very close going into the round, came down to the last question, and just a matter of who's going to be the one to risk some points. And yeah,
absolutely. So we'll start off by talking to the second place finisher today, Brittany. Brittany, very impressive first match. You did great in round 1, 6 points. That's great for a debut player. And then you did very well in DC, getting every single question. And then you hit the questions you needed to. You bet when you needed to in the round 3, that MCU question. That was a big 2 points there. And it just kind of came down to that last question, who was going to bet, who didn't. But you played. I love cutting out. You played really, really well. How do you feel about your first match?
Pretty good. I thought I did okay. Yeah, it's a lot broader than what I'm used to. I was really just studying inner geekdom, so I thought I did pretty good considering like I just started studying for all the extra stuff like a week ago. So and I just thought I'd go for it at the end there, and I'm glad we made a good match. That's all I really cared about.
Absolutely. That is for sure one of the better debut matches we've had in a while. Had us on the edge of our seats. So is there any, did you want to play again? Is there someone that you know of that you would want to play, or are you just looking for another fun match?
Yeah, it's another like fun match would be good. I'm kind of new to the whole things. I don't really know very many people. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we'd be very happy to have you back. You put on a great performance today. So congratulations. We'll hopefully see you again very soon. But let's move over to Mr. Menchaca and his manager, Mr. Newberry. Guys, 9 points in round 1. Only let up the 1 steal in round 2. That's kind of what put the pressure on you there. And then round 3 was a little bit of a jumble there. How are you guys feeling?
I'm feeling fine. First of all, I know I'm 2-time winner, heel of the year. I'm supposed to talk about that mad shit and yell at Brittany and say you're awful. Brittany, well done. Great play. For a debut match coming in here and doing what you did a fantastic job. I'm pretty sure you'll get plenty of team offers, some from Hunter Chambliss. Don't accept them. Find somebody that is actually really good at Fandom and become you could be a good team player, or even I think if you put some study in, if that's a week, I'm afraid to see what people would have to face you later. Spirit has been has caused me heartbreak twice. One, the first time I watched it because that movie is garbage, and the second is the mix-up of where those things should have been in the title.
You don't like the Bryan Adams soundtrack?
No,
Cody?
I think I actually like that part the best. And Boatman, sorry. And then Disney animation. I mean, it is what it is. Mark played a great game. We found some strengths at the end. We were able to make it work. He bet 0. I was really worried that she's like a horror icon demon, and we were about to lose really bad. That's really weird wording that I just used. But listen, well done, Mark. You brought the stash back. I think you're bouncing between divisions, so it's hard to focus in and study, but I think the next opponent we can take on, and we won't make those mistakes. And I'm a believer in his Fandom Oscars. 8 for 10. He let up 1 steal, but at the end of the day, I can stop doubting him. He's put in work. It's proven. So, yeah, I'm excited for his next match.
Mark, what about you? How do you feel about the match today?
I'll be very honest here. I do not think I deserve to win today. I'll take it. I'm happy I won, but goddamn, I looked at that Spirit for the entire repeat, and I'm like, I really have a bad feeling about this. And what do you know? I hate that I missed that Fandom Oscars question. We forget about the next generation films. I do it all the time, but whatever. I'm glad I won, but man, I really hope I play better next time. I know I got better in me, and Brittany did really good today, and she should have won today. I'll say that.
Hey, the creators of Spirit also didn't know, couldn't figure out how to make that movie correct. So it's all right. You're fine.
All right. Well, guys, thank you very much for being here. Congrats on the win, Mark. Cam, any final thoughts?
Yeah, this was a great match. Very close all throughout. That third round was incredibly stressful to watch and just to sit through. But no, it was really good. Both players played great, and I'm excited to see what they both do next.
Absolutely. So, with one final cutout before we leave, guys, thank you so much. I'm moving in 3 weeks. The internet will be better. So we will see you guys with the next match. Thank you so much for watching. For Brittany, for Mark, Cody, Cameron, and myself, this has been Fandom Fights. Grab a Michelob Ultra. We'll see you next time.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.